Once upon a time, in the quaint and picturesque village of Breezy Hollow, there lived three friends known throughout the village as the most curious and inventive trio. Their names were Dumb, Pioli, and Solving. Each had a unique talent that complemented the others. Dumb was a master builder with a knack for creating intricate and sturdy structures. Pioli was a clever strategist, always coming up with the most efficient plans, and Solving was a brilliant thinker, known for his deep insights and problem-solving abilities. One sunny morning, the villagers of Breezy Hollow woke to an alarming sight. The river that wound its way through the heart of the village, providing water for drinking, irrigation, and the many needs of daily life, had mysteriously dried up. Without the river, the lush fields would turn barren, the livestock would go thirsty, and life in Breezy Hollow would become unbearable. Panic spread through the village as the townspeople gathered in the town square, murmuring anxiously and looking for answers. The village elder, a wise but frail man named Old Man Willow, stepped forward to address the crowd. "My dear villagers," he began, his voice trembling with age and concern, "we must find out what has happened to our river. Without it, we will not survive long." Dumb, Pioli, and Solving stepped forward, their faces resolute. "We will find the source of this problem and bring back the water," declared Dumb. The villagers nodded, placing their hopes in the trio known for their ingenuity and bravery. Armed with Dumb's tools, Pioli's maps, and Solving's notebook, the three friends set off on their adventure. They decided to follow the dry riverbed upstream to locate the source of the problem. As they walked, they noticed how the once thriving ecosystem had begun to wilt and wither without the river's nourishing waters. After several hours of trekking through the parched landscape, they reached the base of the majestic Bluebell Mountains, where the river originated. There, they found a large boulder that had somehow dislodged and rolled down to block the river's source. The boulder was immense, far too heavy to move by hand. "This boulder is the cause of our troubles," Dumb said, examining it closely. "But it's too large for us to move on our own." Pioli stepped forward, eyes gleaming with an idea. "Let's build a lever to move the boulder. With the right setup, we can use our combined strength to shift it." Using Dumb's building expertise, they constructed a sturdy lever out of nearby logs and rocks. However, despite their best efforts, the boulder remained stubbornly in place. "This isn't enough," Dumb said, wiping sweat from his brow. "We need more force." Pioli, the strategist, examined their setup thoughtfully. "We need to amplify our strength. Let's use a pulley system to increase the leverage." With Dumb's building skills and Pioli's strategic mind, they rigged up a pulley system using ropes and branches. They attached one end of the rope to the boulder and the other to the lever. But even with the pulley system, they found they still needed more force. Solving, who had been quietly observing their efforts, suddenly had a flash of insight. "We need more people. Let's go back to the village and gather help." The trio hurried back to Breezy Hollow and explained the situation to the villagers. Inspired by their determination, a group of strong villagers volunteered to help. They returned to the base of the Bluebell Mountains, ready to lend their strength. With everyone pulling together, they heaved and strained at the rope. Slowly but surely, the boulder began to move. With a final mighty effort, the boulder rolled away and water gushed forth from the mountain, filling the riverbed once again. The villagers erupted in cheers, their faces alight with joy and relief. The river flowed back through Breezy Hollow, bringing life and prosperity to the village once more. The crops began to thrive, the animals drank their fill, and the villagers celebrated their restored lifeline. Dum, Pioli, and Solving were hailed as heroes, not just for their individual talents, but for their teamwork and determination. The village elder, Old Man Willow, spoke to the gathered crowd, his voice filled with pride. Let this day be remembered as a testament to what we can achieve when we work together. From that day on, Dum, Pioli, and Solving continued to explore, solve problems, and help their village, always ready for the next adventure. They became living legends in Breezy Hollow, their stories told and retold to inspire future generations. And so, the three friends lived happily ever after, their bond of friendship growing stronger with each challenge they faced and each problem they solved. Their legacy of teamwork and ingenuity ensured that Breezy Hollow would thrive for many years to come.